Hello, and welcome to the 3 at Moon live stream, everybody. My name is Matt, otherwise known as 3 at Moon. It is Sunday, May 23rd, 2021, and we're going to start things off and warm up with a Whim of the Wheel stream. This is an ongoing series, Whim of the Wheel, where essentially, I think there's like about 8 or 9 parts at this moment, but basically I spin a wheel, a roulette wheel, with about 20 NES Puzzle and Arcade games. Whatever game we get served one at random. We have to do 3 honest attempts at getting a high score or beating our personal best high score. In most of the games in the list, we actually have high scores on the board. There's a few games we don't. Adventures of Lolo 2, Burger Time, and some new additions. Most of these games I had as a kid growing up, and I would rush home from school to try and practice and play more and try and beat my own personal high score. And the impetus of this series was basically I was playing some NES games that had scores like Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. 1, Castlevania, and there's no point in having a score in those games because it doesn't really affect the outcome of the game. There's no high score board. Basically, they're just kind of like leftover assets from arcade game programming or arcade game development. The score was just so important in arcade games that it just became like a carryover element in a lot of other future games, like retro games. So it's really interesting, and it got me thinking about all the times where I try to beat my own personal best or personal high score on my NES. A lot of these games did have arcade ports, but like I said, most of them I grew up with and was given in an NES collection with about 40 or so games by my uncle around the time when the N64 came out. And I'm really grateful because I was able to play at the NES even though I was born near the end of its lifespan. So I wouldn't have been able to play one when it was brand new. But I was really lucky that I was able to have that experience and also kind of fall in love with video game music and discover just how important music can be in terms of the atmosphere of something that somebody is creating. It's a really strong ideal that I still hold truly to, like my sound design and sound engineering currently. Now most of the games, I'll just list off the games that we can get. If you're watching live on twitch.tv/3up_moon, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube, I've actually got a full playlist of all of our Whim of the Wheel streams, so you can actually see us progress and watch the previous ones. Every single one of my streams is uploaded in full on the 3up Moon YouTube channel, so you can subscribe there. And if you can't catch me live from 1 p.m. Pacific every single day, for whatever reason, there's always YouTube. Now the games that we can get when we spin the roulette wheel are Dig Dug 2, the sequel to the original. I never owned the original. It's very different than the arcade Dig Dug, which is one of the few arcade machines that I've ever played. Burger Time is a classic. That one is a lot like Donkey Kong or the Popeye arcade game. Really, really enjoyed it. Spent a lot of time with it. Donkey Kong 1, Donkey Kong Jr., and Donkey Kong 3. Tetris on the NES. Yoshi's Cookie, which is a really unique puzzle game if you haven't played it. It's available on the NES and the Super Nintendo. Bomberman 2, another one where I had the sequel, and the sequel really sets things up for the whole Super Bomberman series. They don't really stray too far from Bomberman 2's formula once it's been established. Bomberman 1 is a lot different. We've got Bubble Bobble. We've got Adventures of Lolo 2, which, again, Burger Time and Adventures of Lolo 2 we don't have any high scores on the board for, but all these other games we do. We do have personal bests. Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. 3D World Runner, which is an arcade-style game by Square before they made Final Fantasy. Boomerang Kid on the Quattro Adventure Pack, which is a Codemasters developed 4-in-1 pack. But Boomerang Kid was an arcade-style game. It's kind of similar to DK Jr. and Donkey Kong, where you can't take fall damage. Or you do take fall damage whenever you fall. You have to be very careful with your jumps, basically. And Super Robin Hood, which is a kind of a janky, weird arcade platformer. We've added 4 more to the list, though. 4 more arcade games that we've discovered specifically through playing NES homebrews and also through playing games on our viewer request retro Sunday nights. So that's today. Every single Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, I do my viewer request night. We have an ongoing queue, and if you have 4,200 Moonstones, you can add a game to the queue, and I will tackle it on Sunday. Typically, I play through about 2 or 3 games per Sunday, and we do have an ongoing queue where tonight we're going to play Chrysalis on the NES, we're going to play Rock and Roll Racing and Boogerman on the Super Nintendo. And basically, these next 4 games that we've added to the roulette wheel for Whim of the Wheel, I all discovered through there. So I didn't own them growing up. I don't have the same connection with them, but they are really, really great for this formula. And those games, specifically that I all discovered through the viewer request nights, are Snake, Rattle, and Roll, a 1989 isometric puzzle platformer by Rare. Balloon Fight, the standard mode of Balloon Fight, and Balloon Trip mode, which is a really cool mode. I spent a bunch of time with that on one of our Sundays, thanks to Idarama. And a homebrew version of 2048, that popular puzzle game that came out around the mid-2000s, and was mostly like a browser-based game. Lots of people have played it. There's lots of mobile versions, but somebody made a version of 2048 as if it was to exist on the NES. And I'm really stoked for that. I spent a lot of time with it as well on our NES Homebrew series, where we play a bunch of homebrew, fan game, projects on defunct consoles. It's super fun. That'll be a regular thing as well. So we're adding those 4 games, and we don't have high scores in Balloon Fight, Balloon Trip, 2048, Burger Time, or Adventures of Lolo 2 yet. And just before the stream, like I always do, I spun the wheel, and the first game we got was 2048. So we're gonna play that homebrew game again. It's kind of fun. It definitely feels like it could have existed in the array of puzzle games on the NES back in the day. It's got some good music, and we'll try and beat some high scores, or get a high score on the board. So stick around, enjoy some more of this Donkey Kong Country 3 music from the Game Boy Advance, and I'll be back with our first game, 2048. I want to say thank you to the 4 people who rated us yesterday, to Somniatus Streams, to Cyphers, Bella Beluga, and Predator Gaming HD. I really appreciate it. Also, to the most recent followers of the channel, thank you to a Badaboon Chess and a Huckleberry Gin. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. And thanks for helping us get closer to 400 followers. Once we hit 400 followers, we're going to be playing Wario Land 4 on the Game Boy Advance. Also, thank you so much to the most recent subscribers. I really appreciate it. Subscribing really helps grow the channel. You get access to ad-free viewing, and you also get access to most of our emotes as well. Hello everyone. I am here, you can see me, you can hear me. I'll get the game up in just a second. We're going to be starting off, like I said, with 2048, which is an NES homebrew that was made, I think, in 2011. We played it once before in our NES homebrew streams. No, it was made in 2014. Sorry about that. So many 20 numbers. Let's do this. Let's do this. You should be able to then see and hear the game. And there we go. Cool. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm really excited that it's Sunday because we get to basically get introduced to new games that we never played before. At 6:30, we're going to be playing Chrysalis on the NES, redeemed by Guillotine Watch Party. We're also going to be playing Rock and Roll Racing on the NES, and that's also by Guillotine Watch Party. And Boogerman on the Super Nintendo, redeemed by Stegosaurus McCartney. So yeah, it's one of my favorite nights. I always end up playing games I'd never played before. And this is a game that we discovered through our homebrew diggings around, which is super nice. I enjoyed it when we played it on our homebrew stream, and let's dive in. There we go. Everything should look okay. So our goal is to try to get 2048. If you haven't played this before, I didn't really dive into it when it was popular. But yeah, this is essentially pretty simple and unique puzzle game, and it works really well on the NES in my opinion. You can do it. I'm just curious to see what it keeps telling us at the bottom, if we stick around. If there's any other messages. Nope. Okay. So basically I'm just using the D-pad. This is a D-pad only puzzle game. We don't have any high score on the board for it at the moment at all. So we're just aiming to get a high score. Interesting. Yeah, I like the music a lot, actually. I think it's actually pretty cool. Welcome to the stream, Michelle. This is crazy. We're actually doing pretty decently. Doing more combos than we were the first time we played this, that's for sure. I had a feeling it was going to happen. Sorry, out of moves. So 3,084 is our current high score. So it's the first one on the board, so that's what we'll work with. And we'll try to beat that this next attempt. Well, you can't really continue. There we go. Let's try again. Yeah, we got this. Yeah, we got this, we got this. Only halfway there, but in terms of the high score. Yo, a cardboard box, welcome to the stream. We are playing Whim of the Wheel, where we spin a roulette wheel and whatever NES Puzzle or Arcade game we get, we have to beat our personal best high score in it. We just got a high score in this, which is, because it's the first time we're playing this for this stream, which is 3084, so we're just trying to beat that. We'll do about 2 or 3 attempts with each game, then we'll spin the wheel again and see what we get. And have a whole ongoing playlist of this on YouTube, actually, where we've got games like, yeah, I knew it was going to happen. We've got games like Donkey Kong Jr., Bomberman II, Adventures of Lolo, Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle, all sorts of really fun ones. A lot of them I grew up with, but I discovered this one through the NES homebrew stream that we did a while back, and I've been playing it kind of off stream for a little bit. It's nice. Simple music, simple concept. I could totally have seen this existing back in the day, amongst the myriad of NES puzzle games that already existed. Yep. Knew it. We'll try a few more attempts. I think we can definitely get further than that, than 3084 for sure. Nice. Whew. Okay, this is getting stressful. We're only at 1436. Come on. Where's those points? Sucks. Okay, one more. One more, then we'll spin the wheel, and then if we get back to this game again, because it's very possible we get the same game again in a wheel spin, we'll just have to come back to it, and we'll give it a few more attempts. Damn it. Yep. Okay, well, 3,084 will be our personal best high score for this one. It's the first one on the board. So what we'll do is we'll spin the wheel again, and then we'll switch to another game. For anyone just joining, we're playing Whim of the Wheel, where we spin a roulette wheel of about 20 NES Puzzle and Arcade games, and then whatever game we get, we have to try and get a personal best or beat our high score in it. So let's spin it again and see what we get. Usually just takes a second here. Right now we were just playing 2048, an NES homebrew of the popular sort of mobile and online browser puzzle game from the early 2000s. This came out in 2014. I believe it was developed by Shiro. Ooh, nice. Okay, we got ourselves a brand new addition to the wheel as well. We got the balloon trip mode of Balloon Fight on the NES. Didn't grow up with this game. Most of the games on this list are games that I grew up with and tried to set personal high scores for. But no, didn't grow up with this one. Let me just update the stream title and we'll get that one going in just a second. Yeah, I feel like this version of 2048 could totally have existed back in the day, amongst all like the video games of like game shows, board game video games, that sort of thing. It fits in well there. Just a second here. Should be able to load it up in just a moment. Usually just takes a second for me to update my stream title for some reason. But here we go, Balloon Fight and Balloon Trip mode specifically. We don't have a high score on the board for this either because we just added it. I had a blast with it playing Balloon Fight for our viewer request Sunday night. I believe it was 2 Sundays ago. 2 weeks ago is when I dove into it. Thanks to Itarama for redeeming it and adding it to the list. Okay, we should be able to see it. I think I've got the title updated. That should be good as well. Okay, cool. So it came out in 1984. A lot of people know this game. A lot of people have played it. I never grew up with it, but Balloon Trip mode is not easy. We're going to do it more than a few attempts on this one here. This is our first time getting a high score on the board. And usually I don't count it as a high score or personal high score unless we can beat the in-game personal high score. Like the in-game default high score is 25,000. So I'm going to actually try to aim for that. Also, happy Sunday if you're just joining the stream. Hope you're having an awesome Sunday so far. Dank. It's definitely doable. Just a little tough. Tough to navigate sometimes, but I think we can easily get to 25,000. Maybe not easily, but it is 100% a doable thing. Oh, jeez. It's gonna take some practice. And most of these games did. When I was a kid, when I first dove into them, I used to spend hours and hours with most of these games on the list, trying to beat my own personal high score. Whoa! Not cool. Oh, just kill me. We're going to be hearing a lot of that game over tune, that's for sure. Beefed. Damn. Woo. See, I'm not going to count, like I said, I'm not going to count any of these as a high score until we can actually beat 25,000. That's how I've done it with every other game here. We have to at least beat the default high score. Woo. We're going to be seeing a lot of that. A lot of that, that's for sure. Okay, so if you hold up, you can actually kind of, almost similarly to how Mario swims in Super Mario World, if you hold up, you can kind of rein your character sprite in terms of floating away, you know? It helps, it helps, it helps. It helps for like tight corners and stuff. Oof. Let me know if you need more or less game audio as well. Happy to adjust it as we go. Good mix of voice and game. Thank you, thank you. Oh, damn, that's so tough. Welcome to the stream, Guillotine Watch Party. I feel like the pattern of all these sprites are pretty random every time you play. Oh, come on. No. Yeah, just gotta give up on that one. That's the only way. Damn it. Too close. Flew too close to the sun, if you know what I mean. Oh wait, that's Kid Icarus. That's a different NES game. That's not cool. My emulator wasn't working well. Yeah, it's tough. They are randomized every time, so it's not something you can memorize, like in terms of the pattern, at least not from what I'm noticing. It looks like the pattern of those falling, I guess they're like stars or sparks, is random each time. Okay, I'm just gonna go make a coffee and be right back. But I'll put on some tunes in the meantime, and then we'll attempt a bunch more attempts of Balloon Trip here. Enjoy some more DKC 3 music from Game Boy Advance, and I'll just be a few minutes. I'm back. Got some coffee, made some coffee for my partner Michelle. And some cereal, some food. Make sure I'm refueled. Or fueled up to begin with, not even refueled. Thank you for your patience. Let's dive in. Let's do some more attempts at balloon trip mode. Don't mind me while I eat. The unintentional ASMR. No! That's tough. It's tough to get past that initial wave of moving sparks. Damn it. It's so tricky. Placement of the balloons is also random as well. Oh, come on. We're getting there. We're getting better each time. Yeah, I'm back. Damn. Okay, that was the best we've done. Easily. Still doesn't count, though, as a high score, because we have to beat 25,000 to even get one on the board. Snatched right out of the ocean. I guess right out of the night sky. Into the ocean. Damn it. Nope. Oofed. This is tough. Tough, tough, tough. We'll do about 3 or 4 more attempts. Let's call it 5 because the attempts are really quick. And then we'll spin the wheel again. This one will definitely require a lot more practice. Is there anyone in the chat that grew up with this game? You know, that had this game or played this game on the arcade? Because I know that there was a versus balloon fight arcade cabinet that existed out there. Crazy. I don't know what happened there. Damn it. It's one of those challenges that you're kind of like, I just want to keep doing it. You're going to keep pushing yourself to try and get it, but I'm going to definitely spin the wheel right away. After this one. Woo. See, and then you perform well, and you're like, oh, let me just do 3 or 4 more tries. And then it's like, nope. It's not happening. Just one more. Just one more, man. Oh my god. Don't overthink it. As soon as I overthought it, as soon as I realized how far I was like, oh shit, and I lost it all. Well, I'm not counting that as a high score. Simply because every other game in this series, I've given myself these rules. We spin the wheel. Whatever game we get, we have to try and get a high score in the game. So you have to beat the default high score at least. And then also, if we can surpass that, I keep track of our personal best high scores. And then we have to try and beat those. But with this, we haven't even been able to crack 25,000 yet. So we'll just spin the wheel and play a different game. Whatever game we get, we'll try and attempt to beat our personal best high score. So here's some DKC3 music again while we transition. Okay, so we just got Super Robin Hood. Super Robin Hood is on the Quattro Adventure 4-in-1 pack. It is a game developed sort of like almost like a DOS sort of arcade-style platformer. Developed by Codemasters, a development team out of the UK. And they have this really unique aesthetic to their soundtracks as well. We do have a high score on the board for this one. The high score is 3,330, so it's not a lot, but we'll see if we can get further than that. Let me load the game up in just a second here. Stick around. Sorry about that abrupt piece of music there. So yeah, I grew up with these Quattro 4-in-1 packs. They're the same company that made the Game Genie, I believe. And on the Adventure Pack, there's 4 adventure platformer style games. They're all very different. 2 of them are very high score focused. One of them would be Super Robin Hood, which we're about to play, and the other one is Boomerang Kid. But Codemasters might be most well known for doing the Micro Machines games across multiple consoles, as well as the Adventures of Dizzy, Dizzy the Adventurer, Treasure Island Dizzy. So just a moment here and we'll have the game up in a sec. Okay, so you should be able to hear and see the game in just a moment here. There we go. Let me know if we need less game audio or more of myself. This game's got some jams for sure. There is a high score board here, and to get onto it you need at least 2,000, and our high score personally is 3,300, so that's what we're trying to beat here. Or sorry, 3,330. Designed by the Oliver twins. This is, interestingly enough, yeah, so same designers as the Dizzy games. We have to collect a ton of treasures here. It's akin to Wario Land. And this game kind of reminds me a little bit of Solomon's Key as well. But yeah, it's just like a fun, weird run cycle platformer. And we're gonna die here just because we can't afford to take damage in the beginning. So we're looking for keys to open up areas like that. And we have our bow and arrow. That's basically it. It's a puzzle game. We gotta collect treasures and we gotta avoid getting hit. Yep. Ooh. Yep, we're trying to beat our personal best Higgs score, as I wrote there. It's that Higgs score. Your cousin owns Solomon's Key. We didn't play it much. He also owns Spelunker. Have you ever heard of or played that? I really liked Solomon's Key just because it is very simple. It reminded me of Gauntlet as well. I really liked Gauntlet. But no, I've never heard of Spelunker. Or maybe I have, unless you're thinking about Spelunky. I've always wanted to play Spelunky actually, and Spelunky Classic, which is a really cool, like, retro style roguelike, basically Tomb Raider game, if you think about it. Temple exploration game, treasure hunting game. But no, Spelunker is sounds familiar. Like, I can almost like see the NES box art in my memory, but I've never heard of it. Perhaps it's one to add to the list, the redeem list. Whoa. Okay, we just gotta wait for this little Kirby enemy to go by. Oh. Awful. Beef. Not good. Not good at all. Ooh.
So good, right?
Oh yeah. Michelle made brownies that just turned out so amazing. Wow. It's melting. Spelunker wasn't very engaging. Melting brownies. And to pack them with walnuts too. That's really good. Delicious. I don't have a brownie emote, but was a little too... The character is kind of slidey too, so... I was a little too close. Sometimes coconut, sometimes toffee bits. Oh, totally forgot about that. It's all good. That was a bunk run anyways. Great music though. Now I really liked Hyperbeats, a game we've been playing made by a Cardboard Box. If you're still in the chat, it'd be cool to imagine if you did like a fan Hyperbeats edition where you pulled songs from other NES games. This would be a cool one. I feel like this even sounds like similar vibes to some of the Hyperbeats music. Just the title. Should make a redeem option for shoutouts. Well, what do you mean? You want a shoutout? Okay, I'll shut you up. Is that what you mean? Like if I do this? Like if I do this? Why is it so slow? Or a different kind of shoutout? What kind? Oh. Use moonstones to redeem a shoutout, for example, brownies. I'm confused. And then I say your username and your shoutout, so what do you mean? You say it. It's okay, you're right here.
So you'll be like, Michelle Butterfield redeemed a shoutout for brownies. Can we get a shoutout for brownies? Anybody love brownies? And then you can talk about how much you love brownies.
Oh, okay, okay.
Since I'm physically here, I could come and do like a guest shoutout in person, but if anybody else, like, if say like Irama or somebody else.
Or someone wants to, maybe if you want to nerd out, it's kind of like a nerd out moment almost.
I'm obsessed with, can I just do a shout out for this? And it can be something related to the game or whatever, but you have to like say their name, do the shout out, say that they redeemed the shout out, and then like either just be like, cool, if you have nothing to say, or like, or talk about it.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. So basically like Michelle's proposing like adding a channel reward that would be like a redeem. Where anyone can shout anything out or anyone out. So like you could shout out someone else's channel if you wanted, or if you want, and then I'll do like a verbal shout out.
Yeah.
Or you could shout out the amazing brownies that you made. You know, anything you want, or like a band that put out an album that you liked or something like that.
Sure.
That's cool. That's a good idea.
And you have to do it live.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a really cool idea. I'm trying to come up with new ideas for redeems too. Should it be 420? I like that idea, and also Daryl had an idea where we could take a break. Somebody could redeem like a cartoon break, and we watch an animated cartoon together, like old school 30s cartoon. Or 40s cartoon. Yeah, seriously, those brownies were amazing. They're delicious. Whoa. Twoo. Let me do the batty bat. course. We got swooped. No. It wasn't worth it. That's dumb. We'll start from the top again. Bastard. You bastard! This song could also be like a Eurovision song too. Out of Hungary or something. That's what it sounds like. Because it has a Boots and Cats vibe as well too. Oh, die! This is not a good... I don't want to get killed. There we go. Yeah, there's a weird momentum, like you can kind of slide, especially when you jump. When you jump and land, you can definitely get the slide going, which is interesting. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, now we're playing like a pro. Let's go. Hell yeah. RC Pro-Am? That was also made by Rare, I believe. So we added Snake, Rattle, and Roll onto this list, and RC Pro-Am is another one. Technically, is it the first Diddy Kong Racing? If you just imagine Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong are driving the carts, or the cars. I knew it. I knew it. I think I've played it before. A long time ago. So it remembers all the keys and switches that we press, so that's kind of nice. When you die. And the enemies you've killed. They don't respawn or anything, which is kind of nice. It's a good forgiving feature. Ooh. That ledge grab. What are you supposed to do? Is it possible? Fuck you. Robin. Holy shit, it is. It is. It's just timing. Oh my god. Whew. There we go. Here we go. Next stage, next music. Here we go. This is where it gets crazy. Now it's Castlevania time. Yes. Oh. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. Because it starts us here. Hey. That was dumb. That was stupid of me. See, I played this a lot growing up because I had that four pack. I spent the most time with this and Boomerang Kid, so it makes sense to keep them on the list here. No, come on. Yeah, this level stuff. That's done. This music also reminds me of Matthew Dear, D-E-A-R, a electro pop musician. A lot of similarities there. Oh my god, was that worth it? Was that worth it? These gargoyles are blowing handkerchiefs out of their nostrils. That's what it looks like. Oh. What am I supposed to do? I can't shoot. What? Okay, that worked. Yeah, that's exactly what they want me to do. Whew, we have to go back. Yes. somehow not die. We're very close to our high score, too. Remember, our high score is 3,330. How do we go back? That's how. You can just make that jump somehow. Okay. Ugh, come on. Come on. There we go. Jesus. Oh, no. How did I know it was gonna fall right in there too? That's so funny. Oh, whoa. Wow. Wow, this is insane. Holy shit. Nope. Nope. Wow. Okay. Well, 3640. If we can accept that, that's us beating our high score. We did have 3330. So that's crazy. That's a really cool game. I remember spending a lot of time trying to get all the treasures. I don't know how I played this game as a kid, though. Would have been super frustrating. Super frustrating. I'm going to quickly just spin the wheel. We'll see what game we get next, and then we'll play that and try and get a personal best high score. But we did beat a high score, so there's that. Okay, we got Donkey Kong 3. It's a classic. I really enjoy it. I specifically enjoy Donkey Kong Jr. more than all three of the arcade DK games. We do have a let me see here. We have a high score in it. 63,700 is what we're trying to beat here for Donkey Kong 3. Let me just update the stream title. Just takes me a second here. Sorry, the chat and the activity feed isn't fully working in real time for me for some reason right now. But yeah, stick around for some Donkey Kong 3. Funnily enough, we're listening to Donkey Kong Country 3's music while we're about to play Donkey Kong 3. It's so meta. Is it? Not really. I see that there's some chat messages coming in that I can't read in real time. Moose Bones. I remember being so frustrated by this game. Yeah, it is frustrating. But it's the kind of game that you like inch ahead in progress very slowly. Super Robin Hood. You requested a game a while ago, but you forgot what it was. Our current playlist right now for viewer request night. So at 6:30 p.m. Pacific is when I dive into the viewer requests every single Sunday. Today we are on. So our current list is we've got Chrysalis on the NES, redeemed by Guillotine Watch Party. So we'll start with that at 6:30. Then we'll play Rock and Roll Racing on the NES by Guillotine Watch Party. Boogerman on the Super Nintendo, redeemed by Stegosaurus McCartney. Then Dynamite Headdy on Sega Genesis. And then Moosebones U redeemed World of Illusion, starring Mickey and Donald. Dynamite Headdy and World of Illusion, I'm probably going to play both of those next Sunday. And I'll message you too. I'll let you know like when the game comes up. That's what I've usually been doing. I know Guillotine Watch Party already knows, and same with Stegosaurus McCartney. But today it's going to be Chrysalis, and I've never played it. I've just listened to the soundtracks. Weirdly enough, just spent a bunch of time with the MIDIs, messing around with them. Rock and Roll Racing I've never played, and Boogerman I used to rent on the Sega Genesis. And after World of Illusion, just to catch people up, I've got Kabuki Quantum Fighter on the NES, redeemed by Vigo the Carpathian. Hyper Beats on the NES, made by a Cardboard Kid, or the Cardboard Kid, sorry, the Cardboard Box, redeemed by Michelle Butterfield. I'm really stoked to play that again. Batman on the NES, redeemed by Al Evos. Little Nemo on the NES, redeemed by Michelle Butterfield. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo, redeemed by King Jorge II. Indiana Jones's Greatest Adventures on the Super Nintendo, redeemed by Stegosaurus McCartney. And Blobbert, an NES homebrew platformer, also made by a Cardboard Box, the same creator of Hyper Beats. So I've actually got a crazy list right now. Today we'll be starting with the 26th redeemed game, and we've got up to the 37th slot filled. So yeah, if you redeem a game, which you can anytime, it just adds to the list, and we get to it as they are redeemed in that order. But don't worry, I will definitely always message you. and let you know. I think my stream title is updated. Yes, it is. Our category is updated. And 63,700 is what we're looking to beat. Now that's a few loops through the levels, so let's give it a shot. There we go. Let's go. Now in this, Donkey Kong's the villain again. We're playing as Stanley the Bugman. And it's not easy. You have to protect our, it's kind of like Defender. You have to protect your flowers at the bottom here. But you also have to make sure DK doesn't fall down the vines, and that you're constantly... Oop. Can't see that shit. Out of here, buddy. Gotta constantly be shooting DK up the butt. Just blowing smoke up his ass. We lost the flower. That's okay. But those 5 flowers are like what we're using for each stage, so we're not going to get any extra ones, I don't think. Oh, we do. Never mind. Never mind. Stage 2. Beefed it. We were powered up, so we were taking advantage of it. This is one I really like spending time with. And Donkey Kong Classics was the other port that I had, which was the first 2 games. Whoa, wasn't expecting that. Some Nat Attack shit right there. If you ever had Mario Paint, you'll know what Nat Attack is. Beef it. There we go. Beefy Kong. So, doing pretty good. We need to get 67,300. 63,700, I think it was. Sorry. That's fine. Yes. It's okay, take a flower. Oh, we're so close. No coconuts. His coconut can fire in spurts. If he coconuts you, get out of here. Okay, worms. Go herms. What? I'm so lost. I don't understand what's happening there. Let's restart that level. There we go. Okay. I'm excited to dive into Chrysalis because I've never played it. Seems like a lot of people are playing it on Twitch right now, actually. These days. Ooh, how do you avoid that? They just had so many enemies at this point. What do you do? This ain't good. Yes. There we go. There we go. Beat our high score. We beat it. Nice, 86,000. It's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be hard to beat the high score. Beefed. Boofed. Oh my god. His coconut. We're done. 87,000. Thank you. Well, that's a way to set a high score. Previous high score was 63,700. Got a clean 87,000. Yeah, let's spin that wheel again. That's the whole point of Whim of the Wheel. Once we beat a high score, we give it another spin. Let's see where it's going to give us. Now, I never got a chance to play this in arcades. I imagine there was an arcade machine for Donkey Kong 3 as well. Could be wrong though. Could have just been a console only thing. Quattro Adventure 3. And if I'm not mistaken, that is Boomerang Kid. So we're going to go back to that 4-in-1 pack, and we're going to play Boomerang Kid, which is a little bit like Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong, where you can't fall from too high of a height. It will insta-kill you. And basically you just collect all the boomerangs on each screen, but it's a pretty tough one. It's another Codemasters game. So just bear with me. I'll change the title and everything else up, and then we'll jump into Boomerang Kid. In the meantime, of course, we'll listen to some more Donkey Kong Country 3 music from the Game Boy Advance. So although it was quick with Donkey Kong 3, I do recommend this game if you haven't played it. It's a super fun one. We will definitely be coming back to that once the wheel hits it again. And to try and beat that high score is going to be a little tough. That's the whole fun of the Whim the Wheel stream, is that each time we beat a high score, we're having to improve in the game each time. Come on. Stream manager. Cooperate, please. Okay. So Boomerang Kid, like I said, it's a lot like Donkey Kong Jr. Really tight platforming, tight jumps as well. Avoid all the enemies. I grew up with this one. We might come back to the Donkey Kong Country music because the music is a little bit repetitive, but I do want to show off some of the music from Boomerang Kid because I'm interested in how awful but also borderline really unique, and I don't know, like how awful and how unique the textures are and like the waveforms are in Codemaster's NES soundtracks, specifically in the Quattro adventure games, the Dizzy games like Treasure Island Dizzy, the Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy, that sort of thing. Dizzy the Adventurer, that stuff is all just like, it's pretty. Just let's listen to it. Super Robin Hood had a little bit of it, but not too much. It was pretty tame in that game. But yeah, just something to keep an eye out. It's something that I always found nostalgic because I grew up with these games, but I always felt like it sounds like almost like the sound chip is broken in a way. I think we have to do that. So Boomerang Kid. But it's also really cool at the same time. So this is the game, and this is the music, and the loop is already finished. It's already looped 3 times. So you can imagine listening to the actual music in this game. No, I'm kidding, there's more. It's still pretty grating though. Now it loops. So the cool thing about this game is it gives you options of which level to go to. We can go to Platypus Place or Shark City. I always go to Shark City, But one sec, I'm also just going to do something real quick here. For the sake of all of us. It is cool, but just hearing that over and over is just going to be awful. So let's go back to that Donkey Kong Country 3 music. So where are we going to go? We're going to go to Shark City, we're going to go to Platypus Place. Our high score in this game really doesn't matter which one we go to. I don't think there's certain screens that'll give us more points. But our high score in this game is 2390, so 2,390. So we want to try and beat that. That's the goal here. And yeah, let's go to Platypus Place, because I always go to Shark City. Oop. So it looks like we can make some pretty crazy jumps, and we can. But there are some, like we can fall from that height, but no higher than that height. So we have to keep that in mind. Can't fall down there. Gotta be careful. Gotta go this way, and this way, and this way. Yeah. Okay, now we got Koala Bear Creek, which I always choose, and then Cliff Edge Corner, so let's try this one. Just to try some different levels there. Oop. No. Nope, you can't do that either. What? That's weird. Huh. Oh, because it's on the same cart, that's so funny. Okay, well, let's just start this over again. That's weird. Very odd. We'll have to start from the top. I rushed it. We rushed it. Come on. We have a very limited time for each level too. Dumb. It's funny, we were actually playing a boss fight in Link to the Past Randomizer yesterday and listening to this song while we were fighting a boss. Yes. Okay, now we got Shark Fin Creek or Crocodile Rock. Let's go to Shark Fin Creek. Oh no. What? This music was always trippy. It's like when the acid hits at Oktoberfest, is what this music sounds like. Let's do Shark City. Nice. Shark City. Has the acid hit, has the acid hit, has the acid hit. See? Oop. Crocodile Rock. No! Why do I suck? I gotta time this. Here we go. Jagged Jungle, Kangaroo Corner. Kangaroo Corner. Come on. This music also sounds like if Gygus from Earthbound attacked the Ringling Brothers Circus. What? Hold on. Excuse me? That's what I thought. I knew, oh no. I knew it was doable. Oh no. Four, three, two. What are you supposed to do? That's awful. This is an acid trip. There we go. Holy shit. You gotta jump a kangaroo. No big deal. No big deal, kid. Just jump this freaking kangaroo. From behind. That's the crazy thing. Jump over a kangaroo from behind while it's jumping. No big deal. We just got lucky the first time. I'm jumping over kangaroos. I'm jumping over kangaroos. Get out of here. Kangaroos. Wait for the fucking koala. Okay, let's go. Over here. Over here. Over here. Let's go. Oh, come on. Fuck off. There we go. Next. Outback complete. Get ready for the castles. I remember this from last time. Some pretty crazy shit. Lord Grimdown's Castle. So this game instantly becomes Castlevania all of a sudden, or Kid Dracula. Boomerang Kid Dracula. And it is not easy. Okay, Lord Grimdown's Castle. Looks like we have perfect music for it. But I think that if we don't make that jump, yeah, if we make these platforms disappear, we have to basically start over. So kind of sucks, actually. That's tricky timing. So now we've got the option of the Shadowy Mansion and the Tower of the Forgotten Knights. Nice. Let's go to the Shadowy Mansion. Keeping it creepy. I think we did this one already, so. Yes, there are chairs that walk towards you, and trapdoors with hands that come out from underneath. Those are the standard enemies we're dealing with here in Australia, in Australian castles, you know? Typical things that you run into. I'm jumping over kangaroos. It's kind of annoying that the levels start making you do this now. What is this, the Home Improvement theme song or music from Donkey Kong Country 3? Oh, okay. Oh no, we got 5 seconds. I'm jumping over running chairs because, oh no, it's not gonna work. Come on. I just don't think it's possible. Okay, we gotta just do that faster. So close. Nope. From the top. We only have 50 seconds to do all this too, so. Oh, come on. 33 seconds, 35 seconds, let's go, let's go. Dr. Jekyll's lab or the secret chamber. We're going to Dr. Jekyll's lab. Hell yeah. What? Okay, I didn't know that there's gonna be freaking golems walking around. Wow. Oh. I jumped I fell too high. Fell too high, man. Ricky Greens, welcome to the stream. You never seen this game before? This is part of a 4-in-1 pack on the Nintendo. I owned it as a kid. It was made by Codemasters. They did a lot of like, almost like point-and-click adventure, like really, really janky point-and-click adventure, like platformer crossovers, I guess. This one's called Boomerang Kid. It's a little more of like an arcade-style experience. And we're doing Whim of the Wheel, which is basically, it's a series where I spin a roulette wheel in whatever NES game we get. Most of them are ones that I grew up with. I have to try and beat my own personal best high score, and our personal best high score in this, actually, let me just quickly reference it because we're pretty close. Unless we beat it, yeah, we beat it already. It was 2,390, so 2,390, and right now we have 2,425, so we've already beaten it. So we're just going to try and see how far we can go with these 2 lives here. Now the music that we're playing is actually from Donkey Kong Country 3. The music in this game is not that good at all. What? Oh, we forgot to hit that. Oh, we're doofs. We gotta do it from the top. There's a switch on both sides. I didn't even see it. There we go. So we open that wall first. Ugh. Yeah, specifically with this series, I'm trying to play games that I grew up with, but also there's a few games, and one of them that we started with in the beginning of the stream, which is a homebrew game, homebrew version of the mobile game 2048, which is just like a puzzle game. And Balloon Fight I added recently, Balloon Trip Mode and Balloon Fight. Those are all games I've just either been discovering now through homebrew streams or through our viewer request streams. But the idea of this was to try and pay homage to an era when like high scores mattered, when it actually like mattered, when you went to an arcade and you saw that somebody beat your high score or you got your name up on the board. There's just something cool about that. It just drove you to get better at the game. And so far we played 2048. We set a high score in that. Then we played Balloon Trip Mode, and we couldn't set a high score in that because we have to at least get the minimum high score of the default score in the game, which is 25,000. And we were getting close to only 7,000, so we moved on. And then we played Super Robin Hood and beat our personal high score. And then we played some Donkey Kong 3 on the arcade and beat that personal high score. And now we've beat this one, so we're getting a lot of progress done, which is nice. I'm gonna go Nightmare Mansion because always down for the Halloween themed stuff. At the end of each level, you basically have the option to choose. You always have a path between 2 levels at the end of it, which is nice. I can't get up there though. Oh wow, okay. I gotcha. How are you supposed to, That's not cool. Oh, I see. Just gotta do it in order. I gotcha. Oh. Well, that sucks. But we got ourselves a high score. You miss those days that you used to love going to the local arcade to play Marvel vs. Capcom. Nice. Now, the only actual arcade consoles I got a chance to play were Turtles in Time, Simpsons arcade game, Dig Dug, and that was back in the day. But I've played many arcade games since. Arcade cabinets. Oh no, hold on. What was the high score? 2700, 2710? I didn't even write it down. $27.15. Okay. Hey Daryl, welcome to the stream. Just doing a little bit of the whim of the wheel, where we spin a wheel, a roulette wheel, and whatever NES puzzle or arcade game that we get, we have to beat our personal best high score. We had a score of 2390 in Boomerang Kid, and then we just beat our score and got 2715. We beat our personal best high score in Super Robin Hood in 2048, which is a really cool sort of like puzzle game, simple puzzle game. We couldn't get a high score on the board in Balloon Trip, which is pretty crazy mode of balloon fight, a really interesting arcade game. And then we beat our high score in Donkey Kong 3 on the arcade version, the OG one. So we're gonna spin the wheel one more time and see what we get. Hope you're having an awesome Sunday so far. At 6:30 we're gonna be doing the viewer request stream, of course. And we're going to be starting with Chrysalis on the NES, a game that's got a great soundtrack. It's a lot like Zelda, like an action-adventure kind of RPG. We did start a brand new Link to the Past Zelda randomizer run yesterday evening, so we'll be continuing that action-adventure vibe tonight. Ricky's saying, yeah, Metal Slug on arcade or Pac-Man. Those are some good golden days. Speaking of Golden Axe would have been a really fun one to have played on actual arcade cabinet. That'd be a really fun one. I've played it before, but imagine doing co-op on an arcade cabinet with a friend. That'd be fun. Metal Slug would have been really cool if I ever got a chance to play one of those cabinets. That I'd just be super into it. The pixel work, pixel art in that is fantastic. The music, Daryl, that we're listening to is the Game Boy Advance soundtrack to the Game Boy Advance version of Donkey Kong Country 3. So we're going to spin the wheel one more time, see what we get. There's something nostalgic to me about the Game Boy Advance sound trip. I mean, it's the same one that we're listening to. Oops, sorry. When we're playing, like Pokemon games and stuff like that. Okay, we got Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. We have a pretty nutso high score in that. It's 85,200, which is pretty high up there. It's a really fun game if you haven't played it before. I'm gonna update the stream title here. I haven't played it in a little bit. The music specifically, yeah, the melodies are strong for sure in DKC3's soundtrack. The music specifically in Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle is one that stands out to me, especially the pipe level. It's one of my favorite pieces of video game music. It's a tough game. It has some like precision, like it looks janky, but it doesn't really feel janky. in terms of control, and it has some very precise inputs that are required of you. But I also really like it. It's part of an ongoing series. There's a series of Bugs Bunny games on the Game Boy Color. There is a Game Boy Advance version, I think, and then there's also a bunch of NES ones, a couple of them that are just different, sort of collect a bunch of carrots and beat the level style arcade games. They're fun. Now this game actually has its own category on Twitch as well. So there's lots of people who stream it. It's a really fun one. I'll just take a second to update my stream title here. Yeah, so we'll be spending a bunch of time with the NES today, and then at the end of our viewer request stream tonight, we're going to be playing Boomerang on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, there's 4 of them. Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle 4. All the way up to that. That's nuts. So 83,000 or 85,200. Okay. We'll just take a second to update the stream title there. And I'll pull the game up for us. Let's go. You've been digging the Pokemon trading card game soundtrack? Oh, definitely. I'm also a big fan of that soundtrack as well. I'm going to be playing the Pokemon trading card game on stream, which is a Game Boy Color RPG where you build your own deck using the cards from the first 4 or 5 actual sets of real Pokemon trading card games, or real Pokemon trading card sets, if that makes sense. So it's the real cards, however, and you go to different clubs and you have to get badges and beat the club leaders and so forth. Standard Pokemon fare. However, I found a randomizer for it, so I'm going to be randomizing the attack cost, the retreat cost, the energy cost, the HP, and the power, the damage that each attack does, as well as randomizing all the Pokemon. It's a thing. It's going to be pretty crazy. Ricky Green's Pokemon trading card game music is pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. So actually, our high score in this game, 85,200. We got a game over on stage 42. 42 follows us everywhere. I've mentioned it before. We currently have 342 followers right now. So look at that. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. Am I going to play a Pokemon Conquest? Eventually, yes, I will. I don't have a way to play some DS games right now, but definitely plan on doing that for sure. So we're going to start over here. And Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. Here we go. Should be able to see and hear it in just a sec here. Alright, perfect. Thank you for the hydrate. I always like the music in this game. Let me know if it's a little bit too much. In fact, I might just do that. Yeah, let me know if the volume is okay. And here we go. We have to try and beat 85,200. It's doing 42 stages because that's likely how many stages it's going to take to actually get there. But it's a pretty simple game. The whole Crazy Castle series kind of works the same way. You can go through doors. You can time it so that if you go through a door at the same time as an enemy, you can avoid getting killed. How do you stream games from a DS? You'd need a capture card. You'd love to stream your Pokemon games from the beginning, but you don't know how. Yeah. Pokemon on the DS, by the way, is fantastic. I've been watching my buddy Rafe V. Mori, who's another streamer. He just did a 24-hour stream He did a Pokemon randomizer Nuzlocke challenge, just like we tried on the channel with Leaf Green. And the furthest we got was Victory Road. Actually, Ricky Green's. We unfortunately lost Phosphorus. We lost our whole team in that run. In Victory Road, not even at the Elite Four yet, but we did get all 8 badges, so we did have to call that one a loss. But Rathe just did the same challenge in Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver on the DS. On his stream, just did a 24-hour stream. He's probably sleeping right now and recouping, but did a bug lock challenge. So same rules, but you can only use Pokemon that are bug type. Yeah, this game, basically what's going on is for some reason all the Looney Tunes characters are pissed off at Bugs Bunny. Look at this, we're getting raided. Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle is getting raided. Eternal Symmetry, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome streamers, hope you had an awesome stream. I know, Ricky, I'm sorry we lost your Ampharos in our Pokemon Nuzlocke run, but we lost every single Pokemon. Welcome Kitty Tetra, welcome Eternal Symmetry, hope you had an awesome stream. What were you streaming today? Thank you, Darrow, for the moons. Thank you. Oh, we got ourselves a follow, too. Kitty Tetra, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. General Ginyu, welcome to the stream, sir. You heard Super Mario Bros. 3 music. You know what? This totally could fit into Super Mario Bros. 3. And you were streaming some Mario Party 2 for your birthday. Right on. Well, happy birthday. That's awesome. I loved Mario Party 2. That's the one with all the different, like, Western Land and Horror Land. I've been compiling a list of spooky levels, Halloween-themed levels and things like that to play on Halloween. Been really wanting to do, like, some sort of just like a gauntlet of like Halloween bosses and stuff. For anyone that's just joining, my name's Matt, otherwise known as 3 at Moon. I stream here every single day from 1 p.m. Pacific onward. I play games where the focus is like soundtracks that I really love, or games that I used to play a long time ago as a kid. And specifically, like, a lot of my love for music and video games is tied into like their sound design. I love classic video game composers. Classic NES games in general are kind of where I fell in love with retro gaming. And yeah, I've been doing this since January. And if you're new to the channel, click that follow button. It'll let you know when and what I'm streaming next. We're doing a stream right now. It's part of a series called Whim of the Wheel. I think it's up there, yeah. Whim of the Wheel is basically we spin a roulette wheel and... Oh, my emulator is freezing. We spin a roulette wheel and we get one of 20 different games. Yeah, the emulator froze on us here. Just a second. We get one of 20 different games that I grew up with, whether they're puzzle or arcade-style games. Might have to wait for it. No, okay, cool. And the goal is we have to try and beat our personal best high score, like whatever it is. We've played a bunch today. We've played Donkey Kong 3. We've played 2048, a really cool NES homebrew puzzle game. We played... what else? Super Robin Hood and Boomerang Kid, both UK developed, sort of like 4-in-1, like almost like DOS style arcade games. They're really fun. As a kid, I grew up with them, and a lot of these I just have like a lot of nostalgia associated with them. Yeah, Horror Land was your favorite one. Nice. Also on Sundays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, so in a little bit. I do a stream called the Viewer Request, like Retro Nights. So basically, if you have 4,200 Moonstones in the chat, you can redeem them to add a game to the queue. And any game for Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, NES, SNES, or Sega Genesis can be added to the queue. I'll play it. I don't do a timed playthrough either. I'll actually play it for a decent amount of time. Today, the next 3 games in the queue, we have Chrysalis on NES. We have Rock and Roll Racing on the NES, and we also have Boogerman on the Super Nintendo. So we'll be playing a ton of those. Bada Boom Chess. Yo, Jackson, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow, the recent follow. Everyone, we only just hit 300 followers super recently, so like 2 weeks ago, and we're already on the way to 400. Once we hit 400, for 300, I actually played all 3 Wario Land games, and which have fantastic soundtracks, and great utilization of the Game Boy Color sound chip. And then once we hit 400, we're going to be playing Wario Land 4 on the Game Boy Advance. It's going to be a little bit torturous though, because the puzzles are notoriously like super abstract, I guess, or cryptic would be the best way to describe it. But yeah, the original Mario Party games, Eternal Symmetry, I haven't played those in years. Don't even remember which is which. Just the fact that Mario Party 2 is the one that has like different hats. There's like a space world, and then there's like a western world and stuff. Ooh. I also have a YouTube channel. You can go and watch every single one of my streams in full. So if you want to go back and watch previous like retro viewer request nights, you can go do that. I also use a ton of save states sometimes, and I sometimes hit the double-edged sword of the save state and send myself back in time. It's like using the sands of time unintentionally. Rocktree1995, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Raid, I'm late. No, I'm not late at all. Thanks again for the raid earlier. I appreciate it. And we wasted our freaking boxing glove. Nice. Let me just catch up with the chat. Yeah, Jackson got that hydrate. I'll definitely do that in just a sec here. Whoop. You, Eternal Symmetry, you're saying that you also haven't played the Mario Party games in a long time. You lost most of the mini games because it's just been so long. Oh, totally. It's one of those things, like the more you play it, the better you are at it. Let me just get some water, just 1 second here. I think we should be fine if we just chill here and let the tunes go. Okay, I'm back. Got that hydrate going. Thanks for that. Oh yeah, you're living in Montreal now, Jackson. How's that? How are you enjoying that? Is it like official? You're doing well? Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it too. It's been something new. I don't work at the shop anymore. Haven't for over a year now, so this is just something I'm just kind of starting out. A way to kind of foster community outside of in-person concerts, basically. Da-da! 1 second here. General, again, you played Mario Party 3 some time ago, and it was similar to you, but you're getting back into it rather quickly. Nice. Ricky Greens, thank you so much for the 25 bits. I appreciate that. And yeah, Eternal Symmetry. This is one of my favorite soundtracks. You know, there's only a couple of songs, but it works. You know, it could be repetitive. This is another thing we've talked about before, referring to like video game soundtracks. You know, I wouldn't say that loops are the worst thing. Like, it's okay to use loops, even if they're short loops. There just has to be dynamic in the piece that you're looping. And this borderline gets annoying. But it does fit the vibe of, like, the flow of the game. Oh my god, that was so close. Holy shit. Holy shit. There we go. So, we're trying to beat 85,200. It's going to take a little bit of time. That's our personal best high score in this. Oh my god. That was lucky. That's our Starman. There we go. We gotta get that ink. You remember the no save files, but passwords for each level from Mega Man. Exactly. There's a ton of levels here, and so the furthest level we've gotten to is stage 42. That's where we got our game over last time. And the series that we're playing right now, like I said before, is called Whim of the Wheel. You can go to my YouTube channel. There's a full playlist of every single Whim of the Wheel stream. We have a roulette wheel with about I think it's 19 or 20 games at this point. And we spin the wheel, whatever game we get, I have to try and get a personal best high score. I attempt at least 2 or 3 times, then we spin the wheel again. Also, yeah, I've been really enjoying it because it's been forcing me to revisit some of these games from my childhood that I used to spend a lot of time trying to get better at. And it's a nice homage to when high scores mattered. I remember really, really trying to get good at this game as a kid. Ooh. Yeah, I knew it. There is one there. Come on. Hehehe. We cheesed you. Let's get out of here. You're gonna head out and eat some dinner? Nice. Well, enjoy your dinner. Thanks again for the raid. Really appreciate it. Boom. Yes. And happy birthday again. Sounds like a fun birthday. I love that you can walk up the stairs when they're walking down and just avoid them. But there's that little window of time to do so. That's pretty great. Damn. Yes. Eat it. Eat it, folks. See ya. And you get a 1-up at the end of each stage. My favorite piece of music in most NES games, out of like most NES music, is coming up soon. Not a problem at all. Exactly. Exactly, Daryl. Oh. I screwed up, I screwed up, I screwed up, and I screwed up, and I screwed up. I screwed up, I screwed up, I screwed up. Go down. Thank you. Yes. Wrong way. Nice. This music right here. I don't know what it is. I just really dig it. It could totally be in a Mega Man game. It could totally exist in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's just badass. Yeah, I knew we were gonna die there. That's fine. Okay, so 7,200. We're like almost a tenth of the way there to beating that high score. One more sip of coffee for good luck. So you want to pick up the boxing gloves because it gives you ammo to hit them at least once. But yeah, screwed us over because we only had the one. Sometimes you can use a boxing glove in this game that you pick up, and if you time the boxing glove that you shoot perfectly, you can actually get both of them in one shot if they're like on the same frame or like within a pixel from each other. Yeah, the music in this is fantastic. This is the way to do it. Like this, and then head through the pipe to grab the boxing glove. You're done? Not a problem at all. Yes. Now, this was made by Tecmo, but that sounds like Mega Man victory music if I do say so myself. That and the music. I just really dig it. Definitely want to drum along to this one. This would be a fun one to drum to. Pretty intense though. Ooh. Got beefed again. 9 lives here. Looks like we got another follower. Again, sorry, I'm always just slightly delayed on seeing who it was. Whoa, Wile E. Coyote. General Ginyu, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Thanks for helping us get closer to 400 followers. Really appreciate the support. You know, I've been wanting to put this channel together for a very, very long time. Over a decade. I just haven't had a computer or the access to do so. So it means a lot that people feel like they want to hang out here and want to re-experience these games at the same time as me. Is there an ending to this game, or does it keep going? Daryl says. I think 100% there is an ending. There is like a max level. There's a final stage. We just got to stage 42. A lot of arcade games like this, or arcade-style games like this, have like 100 levels. I'm not sure if it has 100, but we'll see just through the process of trying to beat our personal best. Oh shoot! Keep going. Yes. Oh, okay, that's the way to do it. Down here. What's first? Yeah, I spent hours and hours with this game as a kid. Simple, but it works. The Game Boy ones are pretty fun too. If you had a Game Boy growing up, there was Game Boy versions of this. Oh shit! Got ducked. Duck season. Yo. There's nothing we could have done there. Huh. Nice, you totally get that. It does feel really nice, and it's amazing to see people hanging out with you as well when you stream. You never thought that was going to happen. Totally. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this without a regular audience and people that show up on the regular that want to hang out. So yeah, it means a lot. Thanks again, Ricky, for those bits. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Appreciate the 25 bitteroonies. Oh. There we go. If we can somehow lure Daffy. Let's go. Come on, this way. This way, bub. Hehehe. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Come on. Come on up here. Oh no! We screwed ourselves. That's not easy. My moon is on. Moon! Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it. Thanks for the moons. This is not an easy game. It took us a while to get to stage 42 last time. Just gonna sneak by here. Grab the box of glove, and then the carrot. Hopefully we kill this Daffy Duck guy real quick and easy. Yes. Yes. Got him. So we're at 13,000, we need 85,000. Not even close. unless I absolutely have to. Nice. It doesn't usually give you 2 boxing gloves in one level. Nice. No, it doesn't let you carry over weapons from a previous level, so just gotta use it in that level, or don't use it. Yes. Nice, no enemies over here, so that's pretty good for us. There we go. You thought the moon was my new glasses? Nice. That doesn't make any sense. It's saying that we have bitrate issues, which isn't the case. Let me just refresh some stuff. Stage 13. There we go. Oh, shit. Okay. The bitrate issue is non-existent. That's what I freaking thought. Yes. It's the most hype music. It's just so good. You just gotta believe, see a clear vision, and all will be revealed. I see ya. Please don't be in the way. Thank you, Sylvester. Whoa. It's happening to you as well. The melodies are strong, definitely. This melodies are strong, totally. Okay, 20,000, we got this. We're on the way. We're on the way. I thought it was a result of my glaucoma medicine. It's like in The Binding of Isaac when you take a retrovision pill. Nice. I love The Binding of Isaac. If you're a tier 2 subscriber like Daryl is, you'll get access to that Nod Leaf emote from The Binding of Isaac. You can also unlock a few more through bits and being a tier 3 subscriber. There's the Game Boy trinket, the gray brick Game Boy, if you ever remember that. That was the very first handheld game handheld console I ever owned. I really enjoyed it. I also had the gray brick DS when the Nintendo DS first came out. Had the gray brick Game Boy with Super Mario Land 1, Aladdin on the Game Boy, Pokemon Red. What else? Spot, which was basically like a cool Spot game, but it was essentially just the game of Go, like the tabletop game, the Japanese game of Go, but utilizing and branded with the 7-Up Spot mascot, which was ridiculous. Super Nintendo game is awful. Gray brick. But grape brick would be pretty cool. Grape grip. Both of those would be pretty cool. But no, the gray brick Game Boy. That's what people used to call it. It just looked like a big old brick. Shit. There's nothing we could have done there. The way this game works is you can go up one by one, like one tile at a time, but if you press down, it just sends you straight down. It'll like automatically move you down. Like there, I pressed up 4 times. I'm pressing down once every time. In fact, you don't even have to press down. You just have to like walk onto a slope, and it'll auto walk you down. So it's a little bit difficult to get used to at first. The gray, great, grape, grip, brick, break. Gray, great. The Bulbasaur would like to learn brick break. Would you like to forget grape grip for brick break? The only thing you could have done was drop the base. Or the bunny. Oh. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm not wasting the boxing glove on that guy. But maybe this guy. That's fine. Come on. Sometimes you gotta lure these enemies out of the way. It's the only way. Yeah, see, I'm not pressing anything. Yes. Yes, okay, we just got him just in time. Perfect. Got him. Oh. Might not have been the best call. Come on, Wily, over here. Over here. There we go. So yeah, this game was made by Tecmo. Tecmo actually made a whole bunch of really good games back in the day, and musically there was always really good soundtracks. Just a quick Google search, you'll see a ton of that, a ton of well-known games, basically, that Tecmo has developed. Blast that foo. You dang old cat. There's nothing you can do there. That darn cat. It sounds like a 90s sitcom. Like a really shitty 90s sitcom. Gotta go, guys. You need to eat. You haven't eaten because you were hungover, but you're better now. Nice. Go eat food. That was so close. Oh, so close. That sucks. Thanks for the 15 bits. Appreciate it. What? What are we still missing? Just one more, one lone carrot. Looks like we're trading Pokemon down the pipe, through the link cable. That's funny. I'm screwed. We did this again. This happens. Like I said, I have my save state buttons on my controllers, and sometimes I press them when I'm not supposed to. Hey, do you have a Sylvester? I'll trade you for my Bugs Bunny. For my level 47 Bugs Bunny. Alright. Cool. The trainer sent 2 Sylvesters. A shiny Sylvester and a regular Sylvester. Oh shit. We doofed it. Oh no, we got it. It picked it up for us. Nice, we were still able to pick that up in the pipe, thankfully. Thank you, janky early NES mechanics. Damn it. Wow. Let's do this again and be smart about it. Yeah, exactly. Command oof. Yosemite Blam! We got this. All about timing on that one. That was the only way that was going to work. Now the game, at least this level, is starting to seem a little bit like Hotel Mario. And I've always wanted to make my own levels for this game. Back in the day, I used to mess around with a bunch of utilities that existed in the early 2000s. And mid-2000s, where you could like make your own levels for NES games. There was something called Track Edit, where you could go into Super Mario Kart, and it's the reason why Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo actually has a ton of different ROM hacks, where you can, people have edited like the AI of the characters, of the drivers, and also inputted their own custom levels. And the way you can do that is you can actually export the levels as a bitmap image. That you can just open it in Paint, and you would edit the levels in Paint, and based on what textures, patterns, and also colors you would use, the program would just be able to interpret that that was the track. It's pretty crazy, actually. Oh, shoot. But it was really cool, and one of them was, you know, it'd be cool if you could edit, if there's like a level editor for this, because if there's like 100 levels, let's just say, maybe if there's 50 levels even, who knows. I think it'd be really cool to be able to make your own levels for this game. I would definitely do it. I'd spend the time to do it. I did mess around with a program that let you edit the levels of Bubble Bobble. And I did make a game called Bubble Bobble Revolution. It had 100 levels in it. It was all custom levels made by me. I used this program that just let you edit the levels really easily. It was really fun. I never saved it though. I don't have it anymore. It's the only ROM hack I've ever like completed or worked on. And funny enough, the year that I completed it, they also released like a really shitty continuation of the series called Bubble Bobble Revolution on the DS, which was not good. It had the same name. But it was a pretty cool endeavor, you know. Bubble Bobble was always a really simple arcade game that I grew up with, and I thought it was really cool that I could make my own versions of it. I used to mess around with utilities like that all the time, like Lunar Magic, like how people make their own versions of Super Mario World. A couple of days ago, we were playing Quest for the Full Moon, which is a really cool Super Mario World ROM hack with some interesting puzzles and really great graphics. It's utilizing graphics from Mario Party Advance and graphics that kind of remind me a little bit of Secret of Mana and stuff like that in some of the foliage and stuff like that. You played some iteration of a Bubble Bobble and loved it, and these Bugs Bunny games are surprisingly good. They are. It looks janky, but there's like a precision to the movement, and once you get used to the precision to the movement, it's actually pretty fun. I could see these games, like this is a very arcade style game, but I could see a Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle arcade cabinet with better graphics at the time existing. I'm not sure if there ever was an arcade iteration of this formula or this game. I do know that in Brazil there's a version of this where Mickey Mouse is in it, and there's also a version with Woody Woodpecker. In Brazil, this game exists, but instead of Bugs Bunny, it's Woody Woodpecker, and it's like Chili Willy and the Walrus. It's all Walter Lantz creations as opposed to Warner Brothers. No, that's not what I want at all. So if you do that, you're basically screwed. It auto-walks us. That sucks. Okay, let's see if the timing changes. No. Awful. Yeah, these ones are fun. It's just all about the timing. That's the thing, like, when I lose in this game, I don't think it's not thanks to the game. It's thanks to me and just getting my timing off. Not having it perfect. Oh. God damn. God damn. Like I said, the Game Boy versions of this are awesome. There's 4 versions. 4 Crazy Castle games. Frig. Or 1 pixel off, come on. Or 1 frame off. I don't think that we're going to beat our high score because it's freaking high. 85,200. It's way too high. The high score was too damn high. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, this is super fun. So I've been really enjoying trying to beat my high score in this. I'm really excited again for the viewer request stream tonight. It is just 4:45 Pacific right now, and at 6:30 Pacific, I'm going to take a little break here in just a moment. We'll raid somebody, and then at 6:30 Pacific, I'm going to come right back, and we're going to be playing from our retro viewer request queue. The first game is going to be Chrysalis, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be my first time playing it. It's an action-adventure kind of RPG game for the NES. With a great soundtrack. I haven't played it before. I've just heard of it from many people. Thanks to Guillotine Watch Party for redeeming that one. So be sure to come back, and thank you to all the people who've been following. Thank you, General Ginyu. Thank you, Eternal Symmetry, for the raid. I appreciate that as well. To those that show up on the regular, it really means a lot. I'd like to keep going and try to beat our high score with this, but I think what we'll do is we'll just try and beat this level. And we'll do another Whim of the Wheel stream, but this is a regular thing for me. I do it on the regular. You can go also on YouTube and check out my Whim of the Wheel playlist, as well as our viewer request playlist, just to see what we've played. And yeah, I'm open to people suggesting any game as long as it's on Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, NES, SNES, or Sega Genesis. And honestly, if it's a game that you grew up with, a game that you're playing right now that maybe you're struggling with, or just a game that from what you've seen me play, you'd like to see me give a shot, or like take a shot at. So yeah, so there we go, we beat the level, and we can see we got a lot of progress done today because we played 2048, a brand new NES homebrew, like a 2014 NES homebrew of that popular mobile puzzle game, and we got ourselves a high score in it. We also beat our personal best high score in both Boomerang Kid and Super Robin Hood on the Quattro Adventure 4-in-1 pack. We attempted Balloon Trip, but it was a little tough. Didn't even get on the board in that one. Then we beat our personal high score by about 25,000 in Donkey Kong 3. And for Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle, it's going to take a little bit more time specifically to actually get up to that high score. So we'll probably just chill here for now. Like I said, we'll just call it here, and then I'm just going to see who's online, who we can raid, and come back at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. I'd like to continue the energy and the vibe of this stream into our viewer request night. It's been a really fun stream so far. Yeah, to those that recently followed, I really appreciate it. To the recent subscribers, I really appreciate it. It helps grow the channel. If you want to support the channel in another way and also get access to some really cool merch, we've got some exclusive 3-Up Moon stickers designed by my buddy Lucas Bell, who's an amazing designer. If you are a member of Patreon and you support the channel via Patreon, you'll get a shout out, you'll get access to some really cool drumming videos where I'll be drumming live to my favorite video game music. I'm a session drummer, so I drum all sorts of different styles, and I've always wanted to jam along with my favorite video game composers. We'll be putting together some exclusive videos just for patrons, and you'll also be able to pick which games we're going to be playing next, so it's super fun. I'm excited to dive into that. I excel in jamming with people I've never met before, and just jamming in general, improvisation, and so what I want to do is improv with my favorite composers. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of people streaming right now. Let's raid Little Nemo. He's playing some Banjo-Kazooie right now on N64. I believe that he was trying to beat it. He did like a super long stream last month, trying to beat it all in one go. It's a super fun game. It utilizes the Super Mario 64 engine. It's got some excellent music. We're jumping from really good music to really good music. Go check out Little Nemo's channel. He's a really good retro streamer. Maybe give him a follow, hang out for a bit, and then I'll see you all here at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. If you're on YouTube, click that subscribe button. It's where I have every single one of my streams in full. And if you're not following the channel already, click that follow button. It lets you know when and what I'm streaming next. I'll see everyone in just a little bit. Thank you so much for the support, and we'll see you at 6:30 with Chrysalis on the NES.